Howdy, I'm Phil Constantine. This episode of Travels with Phil goes to the great state of Texas, and we're going to be talking about the Saltgrass Trail, which is not too far from Houston. Actually, it ends in the city of Houston, in the state of Texas. And while it's known for lots of things, to many it's best known for cattle, ranchers, cowboys. In the middle of the 1800s, getting the cattle to the railroad or to the ports was a very, very big operation. Trails were created to move hundreds, if not thousands, of cattle and often covered hundreds of miles. See a map here which shows some of the better-known trails, which many come from central Texas and some go all the way up into Kansas and Nebraska to get to the railroad yards. When you think of cattle drives, you may think of Roy Rogers, Dale Evans, and lots of old cowboy movements. Hey, even Billy Crystal's City Slickers, which actually wasn't that inaccurate. It was pretty close. You may have heard of the Santa Fe Trail, Chisholm Trail, Goodnight Loving, Texas Shawnee Trail, Dodge City Trail, or the Old Spanish Trail. There's a story about that in my family, but that's a picture of me by the sign. And now there's lots of trails that all lead to the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. The Saltgrass Trail is one of them. So here's a map. Now, what exactly is saltgrass? Well, it's a kind of grass that grew not too far from the coast in Texas and was very nutritious for cattle. So you see that area in green. Well, they had to get the cattle to the ports, and that's what led to all these drives. Well, in 1952, four guys decided to reenact one of the oldest trails from Brenham to the Houston Rodeo, and this started with what's now called the largest trail ride in the world. There are several trail rides that do end at the Livestock Show, and the Saltgrass Trail is one of them. So let's go out to the trail and see some of the riders, wagons, and animals. The ride is led by color bearers and a marshal. Now you're going to see flags all over the place on these rides. Lots of wagons. You'll see surreys out there. And it's not just cowboys. The trail is about 103 miles long. And there are thousands of participants of all ages. You're going to see all kinds of different horses and animals out there, mules, lots of different groups. You'll see some of the wagons going by here, and you'll see the names of the different groups on the sides of the wagons. There you go, the Long Neck Riders from Brenham, which is where the Saltgrass Trail starts. Here's another one. They all have numbers on them. The Chapel Hill Cowpokes, which is where this particular video was taken. There you go, the Farm S Ranch Club. Lots of women in that group. And the end point of the ride is the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, maybe the world's largest, at least they say it is. When the riders reach Houston, they join a large parade. Entertainers, bands, you'll see mariachis, pretty women, lots of law enforcement, lots of marching bands, the Marine Corps. Even the Marine Corps gets on horseback. Hey, it's Texas. Now at the rodeo, they have calf roping, barrel racing, they have bull riding, they have bulldogging or steer wrestling. Hey, do you know, one guy actually invented that particular event called Bill Pickett. And there were actually lots of cattle drives which had African-American cowboys. So it wasn't just white folks. And my dad did horseback square dancing at lots of rodeos. And it's my understanding he actually did ride in the Saltgrass Trail at one time. I know he wanted to. There's also a livestock show and competition at the rodeo, and my son participated. He showed a pig there in 87 or 88. That's him and my dad. So this has been a look at the Saltgrass Trail and a lot of the other trails that were reenactments of actual trails where cattle were used to market, and now people do them just for fun and to sort of relive those old days. And it wouldn't be a real YouTube video if I didn't ask you to like, share, and subscribe. And I do these for fun, so I hope you enjoy them too. And I hope you like this one, so y'all come back now, yeah? Thank you very much for watching this video. Please feel free to make comments below as long as the language is family friendly. And if you like this video, please click on the thumbs up button below. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the circle with my picture in it in the lower right-hand corner of the video. The arrow is pointing at it now. And once you have subscribed, you can be notified of when I have a new video posted by clicking on the bell icon in the description field below the video. Thanks again for watching.